Greetings and welcome back to the Gamers Den, the place where when you come for the games, you stay for the pop culture and the knowledge therein. So today, I want to focus on another collection. This time, one of my movie collections. I didn't want to look at the entire movie sets. Laurel knows there's a lot of movies in my collection at this point, so I figured let's do some Scooby-Doo. So I actually have quite a few Scooby-Doo movies, and it's ironic considering today the Ghost of Captain Cutler pop came in. We're gonna start with my various animated series. For the 50th anniversary, we have Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete first and second seasons. I do not have the third, as well as the best of the new Scooby-Doo movies, where they meet the Three Stooges, Laurel and Hardy, Doc Knotts, Batman Robin, super cool. We have one of the old classic Scooby-Doo's movies from back in the day, Scooby-Doo's Tales, which is one of my favorites. Got some of my favorite episodes on here, and it's probably the only one with Scooby-Dum on it that I own. We have Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue, Volume 2. This one was a little different. It was probably their first serialized show. I remember watching it growing up, so it was super cool to see that. We have some stuff from What's New Scooby-Doo, the main show that I grew up with. We have volumes 1, 5, and 6. So that's 12 episodes altogether. One of my favorite shows. The fact that they came back after so long was super cool. We have Scooby-Doo Saga of the 13th Ghost. So that's all 13 episodes of the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, and Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost, the original movie that came with it. That came a little bit, like 20, 30, 40 years later, something like that. We have 4 volumes of A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, another show that I grew up watching, apparently watching reruns, not knowing that they were reruns. And then this one both of these are on new Scooby-Doo movies, but it's Scooby-Doo meets Batman. If I just want to watch just these two, I can. It's got some special features on it that, you can't find in the other ones. Next we'll go on to the movies. We're going to start with let's go with the classic movies. From, no, let's go with this one. Let's go with the live action one. We have Scooby-Doo 1 and 2, the first 2 movies that they did in live action form. So it was super cool. And there's one other theatrical film that I own. Here it is. The only other Scooby-Doo, full-length movie that was released in theaters, Scoop. Did watch it, loved it. You can see our review of that. Love the movies, And we got a bunch of classics here. We got a bunch of classics from the very start to the early 2000s. Now, maybe you're wondering why I pulled this one up again. Well, that's because I've got 2 of these boxes, but inside you can see that it's a different movie inside. It's not Spooky's Tales. It is Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers, which I remember having this one on VHS when I was very little. Next we have the 4 from the 90s. We have Scooby-Doo and on Zombie Island. It scared the shit out of me as a kid. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The Witch's Ghost, which is probably my favorite because of the Hex Girls being introduced. Alien Invaders, probably the weakest of the bunch in my eyes. I do like the love story, but the creatures in this one, they're kind of weak sauce in my opinion. It's a good movie, but the one that I did not own in VHS, I had 4 of them, but it's one of my favorites, is Scooby-Doo and Cyber Chase. When I was really little, this was really cool seeing the Scooby Gang brought into video games. And it was the first licensed game that I remember playing. This one and the Lego Star Wars game. The Lego Star Wars game that we had. Some other ones, these are 4, the 4 Scooby-Doo ones. This one's from the 50th anniversary. We have Legend of the Vampire, Where's My Mummy, Samurai Sword, and Legend of the Phantasaur. Now, Legend of the Phantasaur is probably the most recent one of this group. I think Samurai Sword is recent as well. I think that one's like early or late 2000s. And this one has probably two of my favorite ones of all time that I remember watching as a kid. We have The Goblin King, Monster of Mexico. Super cool movies, not gonna lie, but The Ghoul School and Reluctant Werewolf were ones that I watched a lot as a kid. I loved those VHS tapes to death. Next, we have some oddball, like the more, like a lot of the more recent movies. The last four are like really recent. We have Scooby-Doo Adventures, The Mystery Map. This one's the one where it's the Scooby Gang as from Puppet Named Scooby-Doo, but they're puppets. I think this is the first time and probably the only time they ever made it puppets. But and it does have some bonus cartoons as well, RoboPup and The Backstage Rage, both of which I own on other ones, other VHS tapes or DVDs. Now the first WrestleMania mystery, which a lot of people don't really like these. The Scooby-Doo ones were probably the better of the four that they made. The Flintstones one wasn't too bad. Loved the fact that they brought them back. Jess's one was unneeded. Jess's one was stupid. Should have done someone else, like Yogi Bear or something. Last, I think it was last Halloween. Yeah, it was We have Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo. This one has the Scarecrow from DC Comics, Elvira, and Bill Nye the Science Guy. Which he's kind of gone off the deep end lately. But I do like his theme song. So. And then the most recent one to come out, not counting the one that's coming out in September, which I will be picking up, Straight Out of Nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage Cowardly Dog. I will be picking that one up when it comes out in September. But this one is up until that point, the most recent one. Scooby-Doo, The Sword and the Scoob. Now the only drawback that I have with this movie, the only drawback, is that they pretty much made Daphne non-binary. Now don't get me wrong, again, on this channel, yeah, I am a Christian, but I will not throw stones if at anybody. But this was really, really dumb. Why? Daphne was a badass. Now she thinks that everything's a lie. Non-binary is probably the only one that I'm just like, y'all are dumb. That's just my opinion. I'm not gonna shove it down anybody's throat. If they are non-binary, I'll still kick it with them as long as they don't constantly do what Daphne did. They may not have said it, but they sure as hell were shoving it down our throats. But it also comes with 3 bonus cartoons. Other than that, all the characters are pretty much the same. Fred's an idiot. He was kind of useless to begin with. He's the leader, and he makes traps. And the traps don't always work. The main focus, of course, is Scooby and Shaggy. And shoving in an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon that didn't really last very long in as well, which is kind of cool. Into the mix. It's what I love about these movies. Scooby's kicked it with pretty much everybody. Scooby and Shaggy have met so many characters over the years, from not only Hanna-Barbera but from Warner Brothers and real life celebrities, so much that when you see other characters pop up like Courage, you're just like, oh, cool. Or like when the other Hanna-Barbera characters that they hadn't kicked it with in a while, like Captain Caveman or the Blue Falcon and Scoob, it's like, okay, cool. I see that again. They are getting a Scoob sequel. We are getting a new Scooby-Doo meets Courage movie. I will be trying to pick up some of the other Scooby-Doo ones, but yeah, as far as that goes, I'm still missing quite a bit from the movie section. I don't think they've released every single episode from the original like Scooby-Doo stuff. But I'm still trying to find some of the older movies as well, just because I really like those. I like having like a variety of episodes that I can just, hey, if I want to watch a complete series, I can do that. Or if I just want to watch a handful of episodes, there's that. And so on and so forth. But yeah, Scooby-Doo has been around my life so long. Him and Disney movies, they dominated my VHS shelf for the most part when I was growing up. And for those of you out there who don't know what a VHS is, ask your parents. They'll know. They'll know. If they're my age or older, they'll know. Because we still had VHSs. They were still releasing VHS. Kept releasing VHSs all the way up to 2005's Cars. Now, Cars is probably the only one that is kind of rare. You can only find that one on the Disney store or on, well, you could. Now the only one you can find is on eBay, and it's, whoo, don't even touch that price. But I had a lot of Scooby-Doo ones. A lot of these that I have now were on VHSs. I actually had the Harlem Globetrotters one, as well as this one. So it was super cool to find some old Scooby-Doo films amongst the newer ones, and I love that they released a lot of the older ones. Still releasing new movies all the time, doing crossovers, and now Scooby-Doo's on theaters more now. Again, so super cool. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, or like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. All of this helps boost the channel further. Subscribe, get other people to subscribe, I mean. And of course, go down in the comment section down below, guys. Start a dialogue, you know. I love talking to y'all. But again, be nice. I know I kind of bash binary, but non-binary or whatever. But it's just, I just don't understand it. It's like the flat earthers. I don't understand why there's people out there that believe the earth is flat when it's just, it hurts my brain. It hurts my brain. Thinking and trying to think like they, and trying to understand why they think that way. I just, the fact they made Daphne that when she used to be when she went from Dance Under Stress to badass, while still getting captured every now and again, to, it's not even a non-binary one. She's also gone a little nuts in Be Cool Scooby-Doo. She's just, I don't think, or even Mystery Incorporated, I don't really think they know how to handle Daphne anymore. Fred is just, he's Fred. Velma is the skeptic smart girl. Just use that. Just run with that. It's awesome. Shaggy and Scooby are probably the only ones that are completely fleshed out. And I think it's because they're the main characters. So, that being said, guys, hope you liked this video. If you did, you know, keep coming back for more. There's all kinds of new videos. Go check out our older videos. And, of course, guys, get us up to 40 subscribers again. We lost a subscriber a couple weeks back. We're trying to get that 40th one, so that way we can do that 1 hour video of us doing Kingdom Hearts. And hopefully soon we'll be moved out, have our own place, you know, our own den. Stuff's constantly shifting around. Hopefully, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys love this pop culture just as much as I do. Thank you all. I love each and every one.